A Gonzo by Andrew Goodell, illustrated by Judith Hunt. "Hey, Gonzo," said baby Fozzie, "do you want to hear a great joke about a chicken?" "Sorry, not right now," baby Gonzo replied. "I'm busy working on my most mysterious case." Detective Gonzo called this puzzling case The Incredible Mystery of Me. Gonzo wanted to figure out exactly what he was. "Maybe you're a rare jungle bird," suggested Baby Piggy. "Or a monkey with a banana nose," said Baby Rolf. "I think you might be a blue chicken," said Fuzzy, who was particularly fond of chicken jokes. Gonzo shook his head. He knew he wasn't a jungle bird, or a monkey, or a chicken. The incredible mystery of me remained a mystery. While the other babies settled down to nap, Detective Gonzo searched the nursery for clues. "If there was a creature that looked like me, maybe it could help me find the answer," he said. "It's too bad nobody looks like me." "Don't be so sure, handsome," said a very familiar voice. Gonzo spun around and came nose to nose with his image in the mirror. He thought, "I'd better investigate." Gonzo stood on one foot. So did the Gonzo in the mirror. He took off his hat and threw it over his shoulder. So did his mirror image. He tickled his nose. So did the mirror Gonzo. All that tickling made Gonzo's nose itch. "Ah! Ah! Achoo!" he sneezed. "Gesundheit," said his image. Then it held out his hand. "Why don't you step over to this side of the mirror?" "Very, very strange," said Gonzo. "But I'll try anything once." Gonzo stepped through the mirror and found himself standing next to the other little blue creature. "My name is Zonzo," said the creature. "At last!" Gonzo shouted. "Someone who looks like me! This is great! Maybe you can tell me what I am." "Sorry, I can't," Zonzo said. "In fact, I've never heard of anyone ask a question like that before, but I can take you to see the smartest person I know." With that, Zonzo grabbed his beanie and pogo stick and took Gonzo to meet his mother. Momzo was at home, ironing tuna fish sandwiches. "That's a pretty interesting way to make lunch," said Gonzo. "That's nothing," replied Zonzo. "You should see how the laundry looks when it pops out of the toaster." Zonzo introduced Gonzo to his mother. He asked her if she could tell Gonzo exactly what he was. "No, I can't," she replied. "But that's an interesting question. Let's go ask your Aunt Tanzo." Momzo put away her ironing and took them to see Tanzo. Aunt Tanzo was an astronaut. When Gonzo, Zonzo, and Momzo arrived, she was practicing eating in space. After dessert, she joined them and listened to Gonzo's question. "I've traveled zillions of miles through the galaxy," said Tanzo, "and there's one thing I know for certain. You are definitely not a babbling blue-eyed beast from the planet Bingo." "Well, that's a relief," said Gonzo. "Let's go see Dr. Donzo," suggested Tanzo. "He's a pretty smart fellow. I bet he can help." Dr. Donzo was an eye doctor. When he heard why Gonzo had come, he asked him to read the chart on the wall. Yes, a very interesting case," said the doctor. "I can't answer your question, Gonzo, but I can tell you that your eyesight is excellent." "Thanks, Doc," said Gonzo. The doctor suggested they pay a visit to Admiral Bronzo. "Perhaps he knows the answer," said Dr. Donzo. Gonzo and his new friends found Admiral Bronzo sailing. The Admiral listened as Gonzo explained why he had come. "You're too small to be a blue whale and too blue to be a white fish," said Bronzo, who was an expert on sea creatures. And I can't swim a stroke, added Gonzo. Then you must be some kind of landlubber, replied the Admiral. Come with me, and we'll see what we can discover. Admiral Bronzo led Gonzo, Zonzo, Momzo, Aunt Tonzo, and Dr. Donzo on a search all over town. At the circus, they spoke to the Flying Flonzos, the Clown Clonzo, and Alfonso, the magnificent lion tamer. They didn't know what Gonzo was, but they joined the search just for fun. They decided to take Gonzo to see a very wise professor. Professor Ronzo was teaching her advanced bubble blowing class. She stopped and listened to Gonzo's question. I know who can help you, said the professor. We'll ask the wisest and weirdest one of us all, the Great Garbanzo. The professor telephoned the Great Garbanzo and explained the problem. The Great One agreed to see them all in his laboratory. When they arrived at the lab, the Great Garbanzo was waiting for them. He was standing next to a large machine. Gonzo, this is my onzo-meter, he said. This marvelous machine ties shoelaces, shuffles cards, makes strawberry milkshakes, and answers questions. Describe yourself to the onzo-meter. It will tell you what you are. Gonzo thought for a moment. I'm blue with some feathers on top of my head, he said, and I'm very handsome. The onzo-meter sat silently. I think it needs more information, said the Great Garbanzo. Gonzo thought a little longer. This isn't so easy. You can brush your teeth and sing the itsy bitsy spider at the same time, pointed out Zonzo. You like tuna fish sandwiches with ketchup, said Momzo. You can blow a bubble the shape of a pepperoni pizza, added Professor Ronzo. One by one, Gonzo's friends spoke. The onzo began to make a whirring noise. After a while, the whirring changed to a rattle and then to a kerchunk, kerchunk, kerchunk. At last, a tiny slip of paper popped out of the onzo-meter. It said, You are Gonzo. Everyone was silent. That's it? Asked Gonzo. Rattle, kerchunk, kerchunk, kerchunk. A second piece of paper popped out of the onzo-meter. It said, Isn't that enough? The machine has a point, said the Great Garbanzo. You may not know exactly what you are, but you certainly know who you are. Gonzo thought about all the wonderful things his friends had told the onzo-meter about him and smiled. And Gonzo, he declared happily, and that is enough for me. Rattle, kerchunk, kerchunk, kerchunk. Out of the onzo-meter popped still another piece of paper. It said, I'm glad that's settled. Now, who wants a strawberry milkshake? The onzo-meter whipped up milkshakes for the whole crowd. As Gonzo sipped his shake, he began to think about his friends back in the nursery. I'd better be getting home, he said. In the nursery, nap time was over. Baby Kermit shook Gonzo. Wake up! It's almost dinner time! Gonzo opened one eye and yawned. Dinner? Oh, no thanks. After that giant milkshake, I couldn't eat a thing. The end.